Hi, I'm John. You might remember me from such videos as those other ones you saw me in. Hey guys, I don't have an intro yet. I know it's week 7. I don't really have a clear intro just yet. Instead of making fancy intros, I'm gonna make fancy videos. So last week's shenanigans with the wagon, I kind of beat it up pretty bad in the front. You saw some of the clips, you heard the grinding. It wasn't great, but that's okay, because today I'm going to take the whole front end off the wagon and I'm going to get to work on that. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I have done to the front end, like the bull bar. Primarily, I'm just going to go ahead and face off like Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Finally figured out a way to trap him. I will become him. Plan B. Let's just kill each other.
I said there won't be 2, it'll just be the wagon. Actually, there will be 2 because I got something for the element I'm going to do right quick. So let me go ahead and get the element in right. Alright, element's in. I'll show you what I'm going to do to the element. Alright, you see the element's grill? Now it's a good grill, it's a cool grill, but it's outdated, and there's another version of it that I always liked, and I finally found one, so ta-da! So I'm going to go ahead and just slap this on like, hang on, let me just movie magic. Alright, that's pretty much it for the element, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out of here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll bring the wagon back in. And see, wagon's back. See, yay, everybody loves the wagon. Back to the wagon. Alright, got the whole front end pulled off. You can kind of see it there. Going to work on some clearance stuff. I pulled the fenders off like you can see there. I'm just going to kind of check my clearances, do a little bit of marking, see where I need to beat the shit out of it. Took the front bull bar off. Yeah, she's looking pretty mean. Faceless. And the funny thing is I noticed last time I did this, there's a brown line here that goes right about through there on the AC line. That's where the high water mark was when I drowned this wagon the first time. Water sloshed all the way up to here and got inside the air intake. So that's what we got the snorkel for. I'll show you a little bit of the progress, and I'll show you the fenders I cut up. You can see the new line that I went with here. I trimmed that back, but I'm not really sure if that's what I want to keep with or not. I mean, I haven't done it to that one yet, because I mean, it'll be hidden behind this fender well, or this fender flare, once it goes on there, so I'm not too worried about it. But, nice arching line. Cleaned it up with the blending disc. Make it so it's not so sharp. I'm going to mask off the fender and actually paint that line to keep it from rusting. That'll be one of the next things I do. You can see here how much I actually took off the fender there. I'm going to trim up the, well, trim the trim to match it. I just thought it was kind of funny. You can see how how far that's back. So I've got this side on, and I'm pretty happy with how that sits. Would need a little bit of a wheel spacer up front to kind of fill them out a little bit better, but I measured and it's about 1.5 inches deep into that fender well. But I think that's going to work. I'm really tempted to just send it and just go ahead and drill the holes, put it in, and YOLO and see if that works. Because, man, that actually looks pretty good. And the rear's not too bad either, but you can definitely tell it needs to be a little wheel spaced. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Gives a good Baja look to it. Alright, so I ended up just kind of sending it, and I threw the fender flare on. It's good and stout. I need to get some better rivets, but those rivets worked. I don't know what I'm going to do about this little overlap. I don't know if I'm going to cut that straight across there and leave kind of an overlap, or if I'm just going to leave it like that, because it really, I mean, it doesn't look bad like that. It's hard to tell on video, but actually it sits flush on there because I put a rivet here. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I cut the trim to kind of fit there. It's kind of loose though. I may have to put some epoxy in there or something. Rivet it down there. I think I may go ahead. You can't really tell on camera. There's a little corner here. I'm going to go ahead and just smooth off just so it doesn't catch. Because it'd definitely catch those tread on there. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. And oh yeah, I don't know if I haven't really talked about it yet. But I am live streaming while I'm in the garage. I know some of you may have got the notification, but it's just something I'm trying. I did this before when I worked on another wagon with me and my buddy Justin, and it worked pretty cool, and some people liked it and they got some subs off of it. A live stream, all 2 people watching right now. I've had a couple more than that, but it's fun just to talk to people while I'm working. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side or not. I want to get the snorkel on there, and the snorkel is definitely going to be a challenge to get around that. So I've got to go back to the drawing board a bit. I don't know. I may wrap up. I don't know. The back, I don't know what I want to do yet either. Because the back looks kind of funky with the fender flare on. Without any spacer on there. Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I got the fender flare on. When I say fender flare, I mean literally just one. I'm going to wait to do the other side because the snorkel, and I want to turn the snorkel into its own video. That way I can kind of do a quick write-up about how to install a snorkel on a Civic wagon. See where I'm at, kind of a state of the union for the wagon to figure out, you know, what's rubbing, what needs to be cleaned up, what needs to be worked on. But I think it's looking good. I think it's a good look for it. I like that, so. Anyway guys, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. But until next time, peace.